Creation Savio. Posted on Saturday, October 11th, 2003, 12:08 a.m.
Hi, Billy. What would happen if the creation of our creation goes to sleep? Will our creation rejoin the creation first, just like we all rejoin our creation before it goes to sleep? Or our creation has got its independence once it was created by the creation, so that it will evolve on its own way and rejoin absolute absolutum only after arriving close to perfection? Thank you, Savio.
Answer. The creation will go to sleep and later waken up again. It will follow its own evolution. As soon as the creation has created a creation, this creation is independent and will follow its own path of evolution, until reaching the AA and beyond.
Note by CF. If your father or mother goes to sleep, you don't have to sleep as well at the same time because you lead an independent life with your own evolution.
Wang. Posted on Sunday, October 12th, 2003, 1:56 a.m.
Hi, Mr. Meyer. Is it true that creation cannot create same pure level 7 energy like itself? That mean creation cannot reproduce itself, and the only way to produce creation level of energy, highest of level 7, would be only from evolution of coarse material world through pure energy life form, then to creation level. And that is why it create the universe and all the level 1 to level 6 spirit conscious energy. Thanks.
Answer. Billy is not sure whether he did understand you correctly. Here's an attempt for an answer. Creation is not in a position to create 7 kinds of energy forms. Creation has the task of evolving itself and to change evolve to a creation. Creation is restricted, like everything else that exists. Creation can only create what corresponds with its development evolution.
Wang posted on Wednesday, November 05, 2003, 12:23 a.m.
Hi, Mr. Meyer. Does creation create the coarse material world in order to let the certain lower-level energies spirits have a place channel to refine, improve themselves? My assumption is that creation create all of us, including Pleya Yans, Patah Li, Arahat Athasata, all the life forms on this planet Earth. Clearly, Patah Li and Arahat Athasata are much higher evolved than us and Pejurans, and are closer to creation level. Pleiadians are spiritually more advanced than average Arathli human beings, except you and our spirit level are again different than the animal spirits. Some of the beings would need reincarnation to refine, improve their spiritual level, like us and Pleiadian. Some other race like Patah obviously do not need to have a physical body to refine themselves. So could I safely say that the only purpose for creation to create many coarse material universe is to provide a place for some creatures to evolve their spiritual levels? Hope this question will be clear to you.
Answer. Creation has to start its own evolution from the lowest level, and that's the material one, the material belts of creation. A coarse matter universe, as the one we live in, is only existing in the first cycle of a creation's existence. Creation has to learn, or does learn, via the human being. Through the human being's evolution, creation is able to evolve itself. Creation only creates one coarse material universe.
Leanne posted on Tuesday, May 01, 2007, 8:13 a.m.
Greetings, Billy. When creation goes to sleep and there is nothing but itself within itself, where is the information stored about its previous awake cycle, that it may be known again, when it again reawakens? Thank you, Billy, now and for all eternity. Leanne.
Answer. It is stored in creational energy in which it remains for all eternity.
Sarashwin posted October 2007.
Dear Billy, once again, thanks for your time. Now it is my understanding that shape, color, etc. are attributes of material objects or of those belonging to the material realm. When it is said that creation is a double helix egg-shaped configuration that simultaneously constitutes the universe in its growing expansion. Its pulsating double helix arms live as spiritual energy while rotating against each other. Should one take it in its literal meaning, or is it just a metaphor? Thanking you, Ashwin.
Answer: this is real, and no metaphor.
MO00, posted May 2008.
Hello, dear Billy. You have explained that the original creation created itself out of what we would call the absolute nothing. I know that there are many things that we as human beings will never understand. Still, I would like to know if each new creation or spirit form that is created comes solely from the creation that creates it like a cell, dividing itself, or if there is something mysterious and unexplainable in this process, like with the birth of the first creation, which is now the absolute absolutum. Thank you very much. I wish good health to you.
Answer: your question is unclear. There is a difference between the creation of a spirit form and the creation of a creation. Besides, the absolute beginning leads back 6 levels or steps before the beginning of the absolute absolutum. Guido Moosbrugger is currently writing a book about this.
Pathfinder, posted January 2009.
Billy, you have taught us about the pre-creation creating creation as a thought. Jacob has written some of those teachings into the forum here. I was hoping that you might possibly be able to add a little more insight regarding the pre-creation and what intelligence and character it may have had. Thank you, Hunter.
Answer: since we cannot know how our creation knows and evolves, how shall we know how the creation is, working within itself? We are not capable to understand this with our limited material consciousness.
VB28, posted June 2010.
Hello, Edward. Hopefully you are doing well. My question: why is creation archetypal? Why can't it just be a big bang with just energy or matter in a different form? Why is it constructed to meet our needs? Or why are we constructed to meet creation's needs? Clarification on the last question: is that a yes? VB.
Answer. Note by CF. I just realized that I overlooked your question during the discussion. I'm sorry. Therefore, I will answer it myself. Just like we human beings on our limited planet, Earth need each other to evolve and to produce, foster progress. Creation needs human beings, and later the pure spiritual levels for its internal evolution and progress. Without any action, there is no progress, and nothing could exist without action. Besides, our creation/universe/universal consciousness is just one among countless other forms of creation, absolute absolutums, etc., etc.
Marcella, posted October 2010.
Dear Billy and Christian, thank you for the reply. Before I ask the question, I wanted to say that reading your biography, I was amazed to know that you were such a good cobra snake catcher, and from deduction, I realized that you did this with only one arm. I like snakes as well. I know it sounds odd, but I do like them, and I have caught myself a few. I caught a baby snake when I was a child that I kept as a pet. And then I caught 2 more that I released. I would never attempt to catch a poisonous snake thought. Reading the 12 Commandments of Creation, #2 says that you shall keep holy the name of creation and not abuse this name. I understand that by keeping it holy, one must respect creation's name, not use it in absurd sentences or thoughts. But what does it mean to not abuse the name of creation? Many kind greetings to you and the core group, Marcella.
Answer: Billy wants to inform you that he never killed the snakes that he catched, with one exception, a black cobra which had a deep and long wound. To not abuse the name of creation means that one shall not attempt to turn a human being into a god or even representative of creation, or even creation itself. A belief system that claims that God is the creator of the universe, etc., is equal to an abuse of the name of creation.
Jonas, posted April 2011.
Hello to Billy and the team. Big thank you, is it correct to say, or is there some truth that creation is a thought energy that in itself is responsible for the growth of nature, as nature is creation's thought energy manifest, And the human being can actually direct this thought energy of creation by constant visualizations or praying as to materialize whatever the human desires? Kind regards, John.
Answer: no, it is not correct. Creation is not a thought energy, but a geistenergetische Impulskraft. Creation pulsates and impulsates. Note by CF. Billy has just created a new word in German, impulsieren, and therefore also in English. Yes, the human being can direct his thought energies towards creation. However, since creation in itself cannot be understood or grasped by a human being, the thought energies are in fact directed to the laws and recommendations of creation. Prayers, as described, formulated in the spiritual teaching like the prayer that has been given by Emmanuel, are directed to one's own consciousness. If some thought or wish etc. is directed to the spirit one's own, it's always the consciousness/subconsciousness which is addressed.
Paul, posted August 2011.
Liebe Edward, firstly, I would like to wish you peace and good health. Thank you for your tireless work. My question is regarding the creation. Since the creation still needs to evolve itself and is only relatively perfect, so to speak, does it still need to make mistakes in some kind of way to learn and further evolve? Or am I thinking incorrectly about this?
Answer: creation has created laws and recommendations in the beginning, and since creation is an impersonal block of energy, it cannot make mistakes in the sense as we human being understand. Creation takes in and is learning.
Note by CF. If creation were capable to make mistakes, it could not have created our universe. And two other notes by CF. Just one question per person and round. The questions from October will be answered in November, no answering in October, waiting for 2 months. Message edited by Christian on November 01, 2011.
Thomas, posted January 2012.
Hello, Mr. Meyer. I would like to ask a question about creation. In some of the writings from you and from Figu, it is said that creation is a Wesenheit that does not think and also does not direct its own evolution. Here is a quote from the Dict. Figu, org website. A Wesenheit is not a Wesen as such, but an immaterial or material form of existence without a self-determining possibility of evolution, whereby, however, this possibility can be given to a certain extent, such as with the creation universal consciousness. My question to you is, how can a spiritual entity creation that is self-aware and which is far beyond human beings in its knowledge and consciousness still not be able to direct its own evolution? I understand that creation does not think as humans do, but I still thought that it could direct its own evolution. Otherwise, these statements from Figu give me the impression that creation is just an automatic thing, although a very advanced one. I hope you can clarify this for us. It is a question that is important since we will all one day reach the level of creation. Thank you very, very much for your help. I hope that you are doing well these days. Thomas Hall.
Answer: creation is an energy Wesenheit, a Impulsum Sieges Energy Bewusstsein which cannot be compared with a human being who is capable to think and decide. Creation's life existence can somehow be compared with automation, a process, when triggered, unfolds along certain laws and factors. Creation does not steer the process. After creation's creation, processes are passing ablaufen. There is no thinking needed for the process to process. A process does not think.
Note by CF. An analogy. As soon as you trigger a nuclear bomb, you cannot control or steer the effects because the effects are happening as passing along certain laws with a variety of effects from the atmosphere down into the subatomic levels.
Thomas, posted February 2012.
Hello, Mr. Meyer, and thank you for your answer to my previous question about creation. I understand now from your information that creation does not decide or think in any way, but instead is reactive in a logical way. I also understand from your writings that humans must evolve up to the merging with the creation universal consciousness. I know that we are already part of creation, but I mean that we merge into creation's active consciousness in whatever form it is. My question is, what can we possibly contribute to creation as humans that it could not achieve without us? To be more specific, why cannot creation build the love and knowledge that it needs without the wasteful process of many human lifetimes? It seems to me that through the pure power and logic that creation already possesses, it could generate what it needs in a more rapid and efficient way. Obviously, I have very little actual knowledge about this, but my question is meant honestly and respectfully. Thank you once again, Mr. Meyer. Thomas Hall.
Answer. According to the law of causality or cause and effect, each development and action, etc., must begin at the bottom. In the case of our universe creation, which is the lowest of all creation forms, the lowest form of the evolution process starts with the Neugeist form and new spirit forms, which, through the evolution process of plants, animals, and up to human beings, must be effectuated one step after another. Spirit forms can only evolve during material lives at the beginning.
Note by CF. An analogy. When a child is born, development, evolution does not start at that point in time, but has started 9 months ago. In order that the newborn baby can learn and evolve, it must have a functional body and consciousness, etc., which must develop from the bottom.
Stephen_Moore, posted October 2012.
Salomi Edward, I hope you and your family are well. Emmanuel used his conscious-related abilities to turn water into wine, and I have read that you have done similar with what we call here in England a soft drink. If I remember correctly, Emmanuel and yourself was able to consciously change the molecular structure of the liquid into another liquid form. My question is, does the creation use this same type of ability to form new galaxies, solar systems, and so on from nebula? Thank you, Salomi.
Answer. No. Creation does not act and form new galaxies, etc. Creation has created the creational laws, and everything in the universe develops, unfolds, etc. according to, and in line with those laws. Changing substances, like turning wine into Coca-Cola, needs the application of consciousness-based powers.
New initiation, posted January 2013.
Hello, Billy time and time again. Your unending, eloquent modesty and neutrality in all your conversations speaks enormous volume about the greatness of your character and often puts many a shame on my arrogance, inadequacies, flaws, deficiencies, stupidity, and ignorance. May I be rude on this occasion and make such an observation? Even if I am unworthy of making such a judgment in saying that you are by far the greatest person ever lived on this entire planet, and none comes close even to the tip of your fingernails in greatness. In your contact conversations and various other articles, you repeat many times that the purpose of existence, even for creation, and all its creations, including human beings, evolutive spirit forms. The universe and all things is evolution, development, and transition. The fact that everything learns through striving, being, just living in existence and experience through incessant transformation from one state to another under the inescapable laws of creation, and for the human being, learning by striving for knowledge, cognition, recognition, further awareness, and so on. As for the creations itself, I don't know what the clear and visible indication detectable by human beings with technical devices and abilities are inside this coarse matter fourth belt of our universe, even though I think that it is possible. Since human being spirit forms from human to the petal level, and then the merging with creation, all serve an important purpose for further development of creation, and in between these levels of spiritual plane, the spirit keeps learning and developing through gaining knowledge and abilities. I am curious as to what the indications and signs of evidence are in our visible universe that creation has evolved, developed, improved, gained further wisdom, knowledge, abilities, and capabilities. I am wondering whether as creation develops and evolves further that the planets, suns, galaxies, superclusters of 6 other belts along with our coarse matter belt shows evidence by it being detectable that certain universal laws such as physics, chemistry, biology, spiritual laws, and so on, adds further complexities to the already laid out immutable and unchanging laws of creations, albeit in a different form. I am also wondering whether it is correct to think that, through the renewal process of our universe every 40 billion to 50 billion years that in this time new petal, spirit forms that have merged with creatin will have a bearing on the form of our visible universe in more improved form and not just creation's accumulated knowledge, which cannot be detected yet, and that if we can compare our universe in the state when it was first created to our present state of our universe now, there would be a drastic difference in the number of human spirit forms created, the complexity, variety, and numbers of planets, suns, galaxies, and matter substance and antimatter, as well as to the laws of physics, volume and density of the dark matter, brightness of light contained in our visible universe, movement, structure, size, spiritual knowledge, information, and the thought itself. So my question is, what is the exact indication, evidence, affirmation, clue, confirmation, corroboration, data, demonstration, grounds, information, manifestation, mark, sign, and substantiation that we can detect, see, hear, sense, and find throughout our visible universe of the evolution, development, improvement, and change of creation and its state. Thank you, Matt in Sungli.
Answer. It's exactly because of the nature of such exaggerated introductions that Billy stays in the background and doesn't go public. The fact that everything evolves and that there is no standstill in nature and life is proof that creation does change and evolve. Same. Jameson posted on Saturday, July 27, 2013, 7:31 p.m.
Hi, Billy. Does each creation consist of many universes or just one universe? Thanks, James.
Answer. One creation equals sign one universe. Like human twins and triplets, etc., there exist twin universes, etc.
Note by CF. Since both human twins have separate brains and separate spirit forms, each twin universe is a creation of its own.